Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club him a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero. But, oh boy, it's kind of the opposite.
Nice, solid form tackle.
Nice job by this defense. Understand this. That QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. Got that sucker to the ground.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're testing the right side here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for space. It's Blue. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage.
A shot toward the end zone. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
From the gun, the ground game. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down. baby.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right up.
Picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this. Their job with his decision-making.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They move the tight end all over. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The give to the tailback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Golden. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Ball in the air, intercepted! And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Now 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Back to throw. It's Milroe. Got his man in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that...
He wants to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies.
And he's got it! Touchdown time!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Let's go.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
To the air, it's Ewers. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Finds his tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Sending the offense back onto the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man.
Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 23 in the end zone.
Here comes the two-point try. At the goal line.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Alabama 14, Texas 13.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's the end of the first half. With the score Alabama 14, Texas 13.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question. question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Movement here from the tight end. Got it, looking for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Coming after him. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Longhorns are on the move. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a...
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
This defense trying to stand tall on fourth and goal from the 2. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give is to Miller. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Moore. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas Alabama 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Fast motion from the offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Golden. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
With that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to...
Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, Longhorn!
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. He wants a big play here late. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
Big-time players make big-time plays, and